Hello, this is Wayne from Everything Dorset, and today I'm in Three-Legged Cross, and I was speaking to Stuart, the owner of GleamPro Valeting in Three-Legged Cross, as I said. So, Stuart, what's your business all about?
Hi. Well, we have a couple of facets to the business. So one of them is a mobile valeting. So we have a van that obviously drives around, does the full valets and maintenance valets as well. So sort of like a monthly scheduled valets. And then in the unit in here, we do more of the sort of paint correction, swirl removal, scratch removals, and ceramic coatings, more the detailed side of the business in here.
Fantastic. So how long have you been in here in this business for?
We've been going now just over 4 years now. So yeah, it's going from strength to strength. Started off with one van, and then we've moved that to 2 vans, and then we've got the unit. So yeah.
And it's a family-run business, you and your...
Me and my wife, Kaz,
Yep.
yeah, and then and Gary, who drives the van, he's been with us now for probably coming up to 3 years now.
Oh, right, great. Your background before was in Jaguar, was that right? You started
Yes,
that?
yeah, I worked for Jaguar many years ago, so I've got a passion there, but I've always had a passion for cars, new and old. So yeah, that kind of it helps in this industry to like what you're doing. You know.
Fantastic. And I understand you've got a sister company which has just started called Scratch Heroes. Can you tell us a little bit about that, please?
Yeah, that's right. It seems to be a natural progression really for the business. We get a lot of cars in here, and we're doing very detailed work and putting long-term coatings on. Some coatings are lifetime coatings, so really the car needs to be as perfect as possible. And quite often they'll come in for us to do have a look at paintwork, and there'll be the odd scratches, the odd scuffs. They'll send them off somewhere to get them done. There's a couple of people I normally recommend to, a couple of paint shops, that then get them done, then bring them back to have the rest of the coating done. So it seemed a natural progression for us to offer that as a service. And another side of things, when we're detailing cars, we see a lot of paint jobs that have been done previously, and we've got a certain eye. We can see bad paint jobs.
Yeah. So
in my mind, if I paint like a detailer, it's kind of killing 2 birds with one stone in terms of the sort of the finish that we're gonna get to it. So
right.
Yeah, it's and that it gives us kind of a bit more of a full service really, sort of almost a one-stop shop. Get your paint scuffs done, but we can also go to the other end and get cars.
Fantastic.
Well.
So what sort of vehicles do you work on in here? Do you work on campers, cars?
All sorts, everything from vans, VWs, campers, some work vans we get in to have the vinyls removed, or be prepped to be wrapped. Everything from that to Ferraris, to Mercedes, to Minis, classics. We do loads of classics. We've done some lovely old Jags recently, some E-Type and an XK120, which was good fun. So yeah, and we love them all. You know, we treat each one like our own. We've had many classics ourselves. We haven't had any Ferraris yet, unfortunately.
Watch your space. You never know after this. And what about motorcycles? Do you work on motorcycles?
Yes. Yeah, we only really in terms of the ceramic coatings. We don't sort of do regular washes or anything like that for motorbikes, but we've had a few where we strip them down and we ceramic coat the frame and the gearbox and the engine. So again, it's quite a detailed job.
Oh, brilliant. And so I understand you've got some winter packages coming up.
Yes, we have. Yeah, winter protection packages. Again, we're coming into the season now. There's a lot of dirt and grime on the roads. We start getting some frost. You get a lot of salt kicked up, lots of tree saps and leaves and insects and everything else. And the winter protection package basically it's sort of short to medium term ceramic coating really. It's much better than wax and polish. Wax and polish maybe lasts a few months at the most. Whereas this lasts minimum sort of 9-12 months, or there's a 24-month we do as well. It just helps keep your car clean. It protects against chemicals, UV lights. It has self-cleaning properties as well. Makes the car look nicer for much longer without the effort, really.
Oh, brilliant! And how would somebody find you if they want to? Book your services? Would they give you a call?
They can phone us. All our contact details are on the website and our Facebook. But they can call us, message us, text us, email us. Normally best to call because then we can actually have a chat and go through what it is that you're looking for and guide you in the right direction, really.
Great, no problem. And what was your website address?
So it's gleampro.co.uk.
Great stuff. And what's the most favourite vehicle you've ever worked on so far in the business?
Oh, that's difficult. That's difficult. I think the XK120 was the old Jaguar. Not just because it was an old car. It was an old car, a rare car. But the guy who drives it races it. He does historic rallies. It had instruments bolted to the dashboard. You know, the door didn't quite fit because he'd crashed it. You know,
right.
So it's kind of it was a rare car, but he uses it like it should be. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I suppose that's my favourite one recently, yeah. But
who knows what's next going to come through the door?
Who knows, yeah.
Brilliant.
You never know.
Well, it's been lovely speaking to you today, Stuart, and best of luck with your business.
Thanks very much, cheers.